Good morning, students. Let's continue the remaining part of the chapter 7 Nilamu, a Day Among Waterfalls, written by Vikram Seth. But first, do the school prayer. O God, infinite wisdom, the source of all knowledge, bless all of us, bless our school, bless our country and its leaders. Good God, bless our parents, students, and teachers. Almighty God, we beseech you, enlighten our minds, strengthen our memories, and make all of us good and loving children. Amen. In yesterday's class, we read the author Vikram Seth's description of the devastation and destruction that took place because of the flood. He also described how the violent waves of the stream burst open with new force against the rocks. The road bridge has been swept away that cuts off Nilamu from Jangmu. Then he describes a makeshift bridge of logs which shakes on its rocky supports a few feet above the stream. The bridge was very dangerous, and this we come to know when he said that a slip would mean instant pulverization. Here we find the reason behind author's hesitation to cross the makeshift bridge with his unbalanced luggage. Anyhow, he gathered his courage when he saw an 8-year-old Tibetan child walk calmly swaying with the cables to the other side. Later he says the destruction can be clearly seen in the main valley and high above the Bhotkoshi current flow. Here, current flow means flow of water in the river. And this flow damaged the concrete bridge between Nepal and China. According to the villagers, everything that is small huts, standing crops, trees, rocks were ground down as a black slurry. Slurry means thin mixture of mud and cement. As per the author's description of the flood, only property was destroyed in Tibet, whereas a number of lives were lost in lower Nepal, especially when the river swelled at night. Anyhow, he plans to reach Jangmu before nightfall. When he takes respite along the way, he sees 8 waterfalls in bright silver in the noonlight. Here, he feels that all these streams and waterfalls are guests of just one season, that is the rainy season, and when monsoon passes away, they too will disappear. Here you can notice that the author has used personification literary device by using the word guest for waterfalls. Now let's continue the chapter. And across the valley, against the grey verticality of a cliff, a thin strand of water indeed vanishes into a mist or smoke, atomized by the wind, to reappear reconstituted from, it seems, the air itself into a liquid skein of light. There is enchantment in flowing water. I sit hypnotized by its beauty. Water, the most unifying of the elements that ties land and seas and air in one living ring. It has a channeled flow, unlike air, and its cycles are vaster, accepting all three states in nature. From here, the author reflects his thought what he has seen while trekking down from Nilamu to Jangmu. According to him, a thin strand of water vanishes into a mist with the help of the wind. He finds enchantment in flowing water. He is hypnotized by the beauty of water. He views water as one of the most unifying elements that ties land, seas, and air in one living ring. Here he means to say that water has particular flow which is very vast. Its cycle, it means that is the water cycle. Its cycle accepts all three states of nature, unlike air. Snow and ice lie packed, perhaps for years, on the crest and CWMS, in glaciers, in permanent snows, suddenly to crack and thaw and churn into the snow melt. The water, deeper than the highest peaks are high, lies in the sea until welled to the surface and accepted into the air as vapor. The moist air circles the world to fall again into the sea as snow or rain, or as snow or rain on the land. He further expresses his view about water. He tells that snow and ice lie packed for several years in glaciers. Then suddenly they crack and become soft and melt. But the water that lies into the deepest of the sea remains there until it is accepted by the air in the form of vapor. After this, it falls into the sea and on the land as snow or rain. Move to the next slide. Highest good is like water, says Lao Tzu, because water excels in benefiting the myriad creatures without contending with them and settles where none would like to be. It comes close to the way. In the world, there is nothing more submissive and weak than water. Yet, for attacking that which is hard and strong, nothing can surpass it. Tasteless, it accepts all taste. Colorless, all colors. Reflecting the sky, refracting the white stones of its bed, dissolving or suspending the soils and minerals over which it flows. The pulse of our bodies is liquid, as indeed all living pulses are. And the random blur of noise, the tumult of light at which I now stare, is the author of more beauty even than itself. Rainbow and storm, cloud, the strata of sunset, the indescribable scent of the first rains on the summer baked plains. In this light, the author views about the benefits of water. For that, he quotes the statement of Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu that highest good is like water, because water excels when it provides n number of benefits to creatures without any argument and without going against them. It settles where none would like to be. Further, he says that water is more weak and humble than anything else in the world. He also reflects the strong and attacking quality of water by saying that nothing can control water when it decides to attack. Later, he adds that water is tasteless because it accepts all taste. For example, if you pour water in tea, it tastes like tea. If you pour it in soup, it will taste like soup. So, water is tasteless. In the same manner, it is colorless. It also refracts the white stones of its bed. It dissolves and suspends the soils and minerals over which it flows. Then he compares the life with water. According to him, the pulse of our bodies and all other living beings' pulses are liquid. Then he describes the beauty of water that he feels in the form of rainbow, storm cloud, the strata of sunset, and indescribable scent of the first rain on the heated plain in summer. So dear students, this much is enough for today's class. Few paragraphs are still remaining that I am going to explain in the next live class, and even I am going to upload the question and answers in the next week only. So till next week, take care and have a nice time.